now. It is a dreary day outside. Rained hard last night. It looks like it's going to rain again on and off throughout the weekend. Otter and I are sitting here in front of the fire. And I just flipped on my Facebook and I found a message from a friend of mine who I actually met for real when I was on my trip. And he really hit it off with this woman. Gosh, can I give myself some light? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Abigail and I really hit it off with her. It's the gal who did the fire twirling. Her name is Esther. Neat gal. A real artist. She does all sorts of needlework, batik. She makes lace. In fact, she sent me a lot of samples of her laces that I want to frame. But anyhow, just really cool lady. And so, although we were only there for overnight, we had very little time to, spend together. We spent enough time that it was like instant kindred spirit friends. And she's somebody I've wanted to stay in contact with. It's a little more difficult with Esther because she doesn't make, or isn't currently making YouTube videos. So, having, when we make videos, when two people make videos back and forth and are sub to each other and blah blah, you really have this sense of continuity and contact. But when it's you making videos and somebody commenting to you, it feels a little more removed. And then with Esther, she's been really busy and hasn't had a lot of time to social media. So I've really been missing her, and I'd sent her a message through her granddaughter to tell her that I missed her. And so she messaged me back on Facebook and kind of updated me on her life and all that. But something occurred to me as I was reading this message. It hasn't been that long since we had contact. It couldn't have been more than a couple of months, really, if that long. And that's not very much time in the realm of human communication when you think about it. Before even high-speed postal service, but definitely before the internet, people would wait months sometimes for a letter, and then they would respond and send it off. And the recipient would sometimes wait months to get the letter. Entire relationships were carried on, lifelong relationships, through that mode of communication. Lengthy periods of time between long letters that wrapped up what was going on within that time frame. And it occurs to me that maybe the speed of communication is problematic for us, in that we expect to hear from one another, if not daily, then weekly, or at least every couple of weeks, or we start to worry. And in the realm of human life, a lot of things can go on in 2 weeks, and very little can go on in 2 weeks. Let's put it that way. Very little can go on in 2 weeks. So we're feeling this imperative to make contact, but yet there's not much really to say except for, I miss you, I love you, how are the kids? There not enough time goes by from contact to contact that significant things can happen generally. Sometimes they do, but all in all, when you start thinking about the people you're in contact with all the time, yeah, not really a whole lot goes on. In the short periods between the times that we talk to each other. So I'm wondering if maybe experimenting with I'm not going to say going back, I'm going to say experimenting with the art of letter writing isn't such a bad idea. I mean real letter writing, where you've got multiple pages where you've summed up stuff that's happened over the course of, 3 or 4 months, however long it is. And we exchange our friendship over bigger chunks of time. I wonder how that would how that would feel, how differently that would feel from, you know, being on Facebook every day. I don't know. But it seems like, you know, even on YouTube, people will apologize for not having put up a video, and their last video was 3 days ago, or a week ago, or, gasp, 2 weeks ago. And it seems like forever, and they're apologizing that they haven't been on YouTube. And, you know, a couple days a week, a couple weeks, that's no time at all, really, when you think about it. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of pondering the consequences of immediate communication, and how it might add stress in our lives, in the sense that it makes us start to feel like we must communicate quickly, and that taking time, ruminating, pulling together a letter, or a long video for that matter, if maybe that's a pace that's more comfortable for some people. So anyway, just thinking about that. So, I don't know. Feeling pensive today. Grant went off to his dad's. Inflammation is back up. Oh, I do have a good news. I went to the doctor, and she did a bunch of blood tests, so she's checking for every kind of autoimmune disease known to man. And I've got all my girly appointments, pap smear and all that kind of junk, got that scheduled. I'm going to get my eyes checked so I can have a new prescription, and they're going to check to make sure the lens implants are good to go, but I'm sure they are. So I'm going to get as much done in the next month as I possibly can, because I'm losing my insurance. So as of the 1st of March, I'm no longer going to be insured through Kaiser. I'm going to miss Kaiser. People diss Kaiser all the time, but it is so efficient. And their customer service training is good. It's a good place. At least the Kaiser in my town where I go is a #1. So I will miss that kind of health treatment. But I'm going to embark on a new journey of trying to find health care with my cheap, nobody takes it, covered California insurance. So we shall see what happens. But at least I'll have a history of tests, all that sort of stuff. I'll be able to, you know, get all of my records together and, you know, keep a copy and be able to take that to the next doctor I find. So, making progress that way. And I hope everybody has a really good day. I hope it's not gloomy where you are. And if it is, well, you know, the sun will eventually come out. So, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. See ya.